All right, champ. Folks have been asking for a card, a deck built around the card that we got to spoil, the Saiba Syphoner, the not quite Snapcaster Mage. And one of the things this card wants you to do is not have instants or sorceries in hand in order to make it cheaper. So one of the ways you could do that in a more controlling shell is foretelling a bunch of our instants and sorceries into that exile zone. So they're like in our hand, but not really, to make Siphoner cheaper. This archetype also got Vega the Watcher was buffed, now has Ward 2, generates card advantage when we cast our foretold spells, and Cosmos Charger here lets us foretell things for cheaper, and they made this card cheaper to play out. So let's pop on into some games with this and see if some blue-white control here has some staying power or not. Like how we don't have to play bad cards to fit the theme of the deck. Something like that. How is equipment? Aggressively medium. Nah, we play a lot of dumpster fires on this stream. Equipment wasn't a dumpster fire. Equipment was firmly in the category of, if you're someone that loves the idea of an equipment deck, it's probably fine. But if you also don't really love the idea of an equipment deck, I wouldn't recommend it. Caca! Caca! Ward 2's a lot of ward chat. I guess they could have a shock here. Opponent, you activated my trap card. I mean, it's one Foretell, Michael. What could it cost? 0 mana? It's like a Divine Purge out matchup. These Destinies too, bringing these extra Doomskars against their dragons. Zero Valorous stances in my 75 might be wrong. I mean, our opponent effectively didn't play Magic, so I don't know about good first game. They had a couple of removal spells, and we had a Ward 2 creature that they couldn't interact with. That's their fault for trying to be interactive, dude. What's going on, Kyle?
Out of my way. I have a way. You fight for me now.
You just make 2 4/4s. I think I'm sacrificing this land. I'm at 12 already. Alright, we're actually in a pretty good spot now, right?
I'm busy.
Like, Foretell this. We've got 3 counter spells available. It's a culture thing, beef. That's how they've been programmed. Man, what a tilter. No Disdainful Stroke target. I mean, I'm supposed to counter the Orin Refus. I guess they attack with it. I take the hit for 4, and then we end step Wandering Emperor. Unfortunately, I don't have another blue. Town Razor was so brutal this game. Insert isn't it always dot meme. I think I'm doing this for one and then holding up a counterspell here. Oh my god. In my head, I was casting Saiba Syphoner there. That's why I didn't counterspell the Rahilda. But in reality, there was a Saw It coming in my hand, so it was 4 mana. Well, shit. We're dead now. Well, that sucks. Thanks for the 34 months, Ivo. Welcome back. We gain 2 from the Wanderer? Yeah, I guess, but then the Rahilda's gonna flip over, right?
Learned much during my travels. Let me show you. This is what you try not to miss me.
We're just dead here. No? We're not? So 2 blue, 1 blue, 1 blue. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Staying alive, staying alive. Ha, 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 ha. Staying alive. Do, do, do. Are we gonna win this game? It certainly feels like it, huh? They have a Den of the Bugbear left, but I have 2 blockers. Yeah, we are about to drift firmly around the corner. I gotta counterspell that one. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. X is 4. They need to draw a shock off the top of their deck, right? Saiba Syphoner, actually better than Snapcaster Mage would have been with a Foretell card there. They're tanking, so obviously they hit it. Eternal Moon. So this is kind of neat. I get to pass with Saw It Coming held up, but if they don't give me something I want to Saw It Coming, I can Cosmos Charger double Foretell these on their turn. Okay, this is kind of gas. I think we're still gonna lose this game because their start's kind of cracked, but that felt satisfying. I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet. Man, 5 mana Briar Bridge Tracker. It would be a damn shame if something were to happen to this 5 mana Briar Bridge Tracker, chat. Just an absolute shame. I'm the bad man. It just ain't right, chat. It just ain't right. I'll do it again, I swear. Yeah, move, Yugi boy. This is all I got. We are definitely the baddies during this set, chat. Oh no, this deck's gonna be everywhere, isn't it? It's gonna be everywhere, chat. We've ruined Alchemy for everyone. Stop it! Bad opponent. Ah, silly opponent, you've activated my trap card.
Anyone who harms my people must contend. We've got the edge in this fight.
Sha! I think I want to draw two. Yeah.
Remember your training.
I mean, they have... Oh, I guess this is tapped. I was gonna say they have blockers, but these are technically tapped from Divine Purge. It's fine, chat. All the roads are leading to Rome. Alright, are there two creatures in graveyards? There's only one creature in graveyards, right? Alright, so I'm not gonna die to Graveyard Trespasser off the
Show
top.
them how we greet our enemies.
Only one creature. I just want to make sure they can't just like peel this and kill me. That's fine. Yes, we can exile our own thing in a pinch. Cool, cool. Cool, cool. Well. I want an extra Doomskar. Want an extra Emperor. I'm gonna cut these because they have things that interact with my graveyard. The rest of it seems fine. Do I want Fateful Absence? Fateful Absence might actually be okay. This deck isn't even Batman, it's straight up the Riddler. We are definitely not a good guy. I would like the record to reflect that we ended that game at a virtual 1 life, and if you don't end the game at exactly 1 life, then that means you didn't use all your resources as efficiently as you possibly could have, chat. I think on the draw, I'm gonna put some Absence in and trim some of our like more proactive elements. What's going on, Kimmy? Welcome back. Good morning, good morning. I'm excited for the open tomorrow. Hopefully there'll be a lot of people bringing a lot of sweet stuff. Good range of stuff that this format's seen the last couple of days so far. I'm gonna foretell Beholds here, because we probably want to dig for a purge. I mean, there's a lot of team fights in Unite, BJ. The opposing team showed up when you showed up. But no, I'm not really a big achievement person, so like the ones I hit incidentally will do, but I'm not gonna like force myself to get ones. Standard Vega doesn't have ward, right? Is my understanding? Do we foretell saw it coming or Doomskar? I think it's just Doomskar. I think there's a good chance that if we miss with Behold, we'll just Doomskar next turn if they play to the board. Wonder if they're just like drawing with Bankbuster. Are they killing this? They have a 2-mana removal spell? Sure. We get 5 looks at a purge here. Absence actually seems fine. I'm gonna go ahead and just take my 1-for-1 here. Chance we want to set up for Angels next turn. This is the counter spell cheap. So we'll do this, and then this turn we can Saw It Coming and Faithful Absence something, and then the next turn we Starnheim Unleashed. For X is 3. And then we'll Absence whoever they go to attack with here to keep our life total high. Say hello to my not so little friends. Oh no! Not my Doomskar, chat. How will we ever win the game now? Just say no blocks here. Go to 5. Hey, thanks for the 31 months, Mr. Wilson. Welcome back. You have a big poster. It's got a JMP. Okay, so if I put this into play, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess I just Cosmos Charger Foretold here. And then we can hold up Saiba Syphoner Counterspell here if we need it. And if we don't need it, we can put this in and then Foretell it. Was Naked Siphoner lethal there? It might have been. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't count. I was in control mode. Amount of cables on my desk stresses me out. Do your computers not have cables, chat? How do your computers work without cables? There's 3 different switches in my house depending on which one is currently on my dock. I currently have a double gray Joy-Cons on my desk. We have the purple, yellow, and then Christy actually has the Animal Crossing branded switch. It could be a mirror. It is the mirror. Oh no. So 28 months, Pixie. Welcome back. I did see the gameplay trailer for the open world Hogwarts game. Looks like it has a lot of potential. They don't have any Foretell cards in their hands yet. They didn't Foretell anything in a turn with this. mean, like, chat, the deck we're playing isn't exactly particularly innovative. Like, we put all the good Foretell cards into a deck and we added lands and Saiba Syphoner. Hey, Video West, thanks for the sub gifts. That's super generous of you. Happy Friday. Welcome to the weekend. What if I just Doomskar this board? Is that crazy? I think that's the line. I guess I could die to the Hall of the Storm Giants. Gonna pass. Gonna pass. If I don't do anything and they don't play anything that needs countering. I'd just say that's fine.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you. We've got the edge in this fight.
Oh, I forget that this is cheaper because I have a legendary. That's fine. I want to play a Syphoner, pick my other card back up. I appreciate you pointing that out, though. Definitely forgot that that was a thing.
My judgment is final.
Soul, welcome to chat. Drawing more Foretell cards seems good in the Foretell mirror. Someone write that down. I want some Doomskars for resets when we get behind. Stroke seems fine. They probably have a lot of more expensive spells like we do. I don't think I want the Divine Purges. Maybe we just want all the Doomskars to be able to match their Starnheim Unleashes for when we can't counterspell them. Niko seems really hard to resolve. Maybe Hermit's just cracked. That's probably cracked, right? Might actually just be better than the Strokes, honestly. Whatever it was, Saldacilla, I'm sure it wasn't a big deal. Eternal Witness, by the way. I think I missed yours. Thank you for the 42 months. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Yeah, Hermit on 2 seems quite good here, huh? This is our second match with this deck. Alright, I think we just Cosmos Charger while they're tapped out, huh? I guess I could Vega while they're tapped out, too. And maybe that's the line. This will bury the min card advantage, right? Fuzzy Thantos, thanks for the almost 3 years. Welcome back. This deck has been pure Octane. Insert Spider-Man meme here. So missing our land drop here is a pretty big deal. Maybe I'm just supposed to play this out at sorcery speed so it can't get counterspelled. It does draw a card off a disturb as well, yeah. This might be a wait until we can Hermit them angle. Getting Cosmos Charger into play makes our entire hand like half as much mana to forecast Foretell. This is a pretty big deal. I think we're chilling. Post your Twitter handle in chat, Soul, then I'll unblock you. Well, losing Vega isn't great. Getting to resolve our what's it called is great, but losing Vega is not. Really wish we would have drawn a fourth land there. How can I draw a fourth land? Chat, you can't cast a spell. Yeah, we can foretell at instant speed, chat. You can't cast a spell you foretell the same turn you foretell it. We do also only have 2 mana up, is accurate. I'll make a 4/4, I think. I didn't try and pressure them here. Land. Nailed it. This lets us go Benevolent Geist into Starnheim Unleashed. Yeah, them having a counterspell here is rough. I cannot counter their counter because of their Benevolent Geist. Jumping. That's interesting. Yikes.
Run away. You'll be safer.
I concede when they counter the Starnheim.
Greet our enemies.
They have the counterspell and they're trying to figure out why they can't cast it right now. You can't cast a card the same turn you foretell it. Got him. We're probably still dead here, but we still got him. No, that's the foretell rule. You cannot cast a spell the same turn you foretell it. It's been sweet, Alistair. Although we're currently playing a mirror. Yeah, I'll take you for the play. Alright, so Fateful Absence actually seems kind of important. I want to get rid of. All of our cards seem good. Let's trim a couple of Saw It Coming, since they're probably on 4 Hermits as well. Honestly, the way that last game played out, it makes me think I should probably sack my Hermit pretty aggressively to get Benevolent Geist into play. Card seems real good. Our luck, this will be a Doomskar. Sometimes it do be like that, Chip. It do be like that. If this is a counter spell, this will get countered. That resolves, so this is not a counter spell. Could be another Doomskar, I suppose. Roses are red, violets are blue. It don't always be like that, but sometimes it do. I like your poetry, Abyssal. It could be a Starnheim from them. Starnheim's not too big of a deal because I have a Starnheim as well, and ours, our Vega is pumping us cards out while we do these things, so. Honestly, if they just pass back to us with mana up, I think I Starnheim for only one, so that way if they counter it, I still have mana up to Saiba Syphoner. Getting on board seems really important in this, important in this mirror. Thanks for the sub gift, team. Do I just play the Emperor while they're tapped out here? I think I do, right? Just like Emperor, make it 2/2.
May your blade strike. We've got the edge in this fight.
Did I miss a point of damage somewhere, chat? I always wonder when I get my opponent to 1. Oh, I could have Emperored last turn to put a damage on it, right? I don't know if that was right though. Putting a token into play is much better if they don't have a sweeper. Farm my monthly shillings with this gift sub. God bless. So they need to flash in a chump blocker here. Okay. And then I get to put Hermit into play, and I get to make a 2/2.
Keep watch for intruders.
Are we a mythic gamer, chat? Real gamer hours? Look at us. Look at us. Real mythic gaming. Up in here. Up in here. Here's a tip, you pro gamer. Thanks for the biddies in it, too. Since Jeff is mythic, does he now cost $18? Asking the real questions. I guess we bought him the backup Vega. Lead on the planes here. Obviously, don't want to make a decision with what color in here until we draw one more card. Let's Behold here, so that way if we're going to miss a land drop next turn, we can dig for it. Counter on target creature you control, exile, or returns to battlefield transformed. Second white, I think, and then check 1, 2, hey 2. Oh no! I didn't have... Oh, well that sucks. I didn't have a timeout. I didn't have a timeout stored up, so the real quick hiccup meant I missed my turn. Well, that's super unfortunate. Alright, I'm just gonna concede the match. I don't really want to play if I don't get to play my turn. Sorry about that. You message Christy and see if she just had an issue. Thanks, A-Camp. I try. Is it every animation anaphylactic or just certain ones? There's definitely a bug with Revolt cards that causes them to hang on occasion, but it's definitely not an every animation thing. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should have left Vega back for blocking. Yeah.
my travels.
Yeah, I think I should have left this back.
This is what you get for
The 2
hurting
damage
my
wasn't worth much.
We've got the edge in this fight.
I'm gonna pass here because I want to wait to Doomskar until after this flips over. This way I can behold this turn 2 and draw some cards that way. Oh, you have a 3070? Yeah, the issue's definitely Arena. Not close. Looking for like finishers at this point, like my Starnheims? Yeah. So this makes them a 6/6. 5. This will be land number 6. I'll have land number 7 next turn.
Guards, to me.
Do this for some 4/4s and a 5/5. And then next turn, we can Vega, Foretell this, play this, draw a card. Feldar Retreat's kind of scary. They have a land left 2 left over, and they only have 1 card left though, so maybe we're okay. Is opponent's deck a thing or a brew? Definitely a brew. There's a red-green modify deck that's been running around a little bit, but nothing super well established.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Attack you with my Vigilant Pile. Nice, Winsy. Good, clean live-in. Babe. I did. That is true. The other day we played a game where I dunked 100 at the end. I was like, I don't think these really matter. And then we won by 1. Why I think one of the 4/4s, not the 5/5s, because it only deals 4 damage. It's 4. Fateful Absence is probably pretty good here. Divine Purge and Doomskar, definitely excellent. This is probably a trim the counters, just play a bunch of cards to play to the board style matchup. Yeah, they've really pushed this archetype up. Both of these cards are really big upgrades. Really big upgrades for both of those. We have not cast Niko Defies Destiny yet. It might just be bad. I have been boarding it out a lot. It's kind of slow and awkward. Oh, a little greedy on my part, but, you know, YOLO. Hopefully whatever that random hiccup was with my internet's a fluke. It was definitely my connection though, because everything dropped on me. I thought she wanted to talk to me, chat, but she just came down here and asked me for my wallet. A little mini economy stream then. Yeah, basically. Who does she think she is, Watsy? We have someone over at the house right now giving us a quote on replacing the patio door by my kitchen. I think she found one she is happy with.
Then remember your training.
How many wild card bundles is my door going to cost? I believe she quoted me at approximately 80 wild card bundles. Sounds like a good deal. So one historic deck. Yeah, exactly.
Let your blade do the talking.
Is that mostly labor? I have no idea. Listen, chat. If you can get a contractor to actually show up to your home, you just pay them the money that they ask for. Yes, yeah, it's like a double wide patio sliding glass door. And Christy and I intend to live in this house until I'm too old to walk up and down the stairs, so we're not gonna get a cheap one that like leaks and is not economically in terms of ceiling and stuff. Oh right, this is free as well. These are a few of my favorite things. So living there until next year, something like that. Yeah, we'll get a stair chair elevator installed, exactly. Nah, chat, by the time I'm that old, we won't need this much house anymore. Listen, chat, you could Google it, but like, an Anderson sliding glass door, even at somewhere like Home Depot, if you buy it to install it yourself, is like almost $3,000. And believe it or not, I'm not the type of person to install it myself. I mean, like, lumber and other stuff came down a little bit, but it's still not where it was pre-COVID. Yeah, that's like installed out the door, chat. We're gonna pay that amount of money, and the new door is going to be all taken care of. I know a guy who knows a guy whose brother is really good at that sort of stuff, and I can give you the number. Yeah, we're actually getting one of the ones that has the blinds on the inside, in between the panels of glass. Because we have a almost 2-year-old who has the current blinds that push back and forth on the one that are up there are currently mostly ripped down because of our 2-year-old. That's mostly is a strong word. It's missing like 4 of the 20. But you get my drift. Would you consider trying to pay them in exposure? I'm pretty sure they arrest you for that sort of thing. Poor mana, no plays. Unlucky. Unlucky rubber ducky.
I'm home.
Yeah, at some point, Christy and I want to redo the bathroom in our bedroom upstairs, because it has like this full-size whirlpool tub in it that we just like literally never use. So we want to like make the shower bigger and pull the tub out. Excuse me, what? It casts 2 inserts or so mana value 6 or less from your graveyard or hand. Okay, so it's like used it to instant speed burn down the house. Wild. Nah, no tub at all. There's 2. My My home has 3 tubs in it right now. There's 3 full-size bathrooms. The other 2 just have standard tubs in them, so we don't really need a tub in the master bath. Chat, have you ever considered living in a mid-sized town surrounded by cornfields in the United States? It's lovely. Ten out of 10 would recommend. Oh God. At least we know where they're not going to take a bunch of extra turns on us, I guess. Glass half full. Yeah, they actually, housing's actually become a little choked here in the last little bit. The electric car company Rivian put up a plant here in Bloomington, Illinois. One of the houses just up the street from mine listed at $80,000 over what Christy and I paid for ours in 2019, and then it sold for $20,000 over that asking price. They've had a lot of people moving into the area because of that. Because of the plant. We could Divine Purge their treasures. That's true. 2-bedroom lofts here are 500,000. Well, for context, the house that just sold for like 100,000 over what Christy and I paid because the market is crazy was still under $400,000. I think it was like 370 they closed at.
Got the edge in this fight.
Still very cheap compared to any major city living. They get a 2-2.
Let your blade do the talking.
3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,000-square-foot houses are 460,000. Yeah. Yeah, that's like 4,000 square feet, 4-bathroom, 5 bedrooms out where I am. I am saying if you work full remote chat, we have fiber internet in my town too. It's actually great. We're actually just we're definitely dead, right? I don't know how we die here, but they like double discovered the formula or triple discovered the formula. So all their cards are basically free. Molten Impact is very good. We're gonna play, we're not done with this deck yet. We'll probably play this match and one more. But we're gonna play some Red Black Witch after this. That big set this game is over.
Until next time, then.
All right, I'm bringing in the counter spells and the threats. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, by the way, the people that were here earlier when my internet dropped for a second randomly was Did the stream actually go offline, or did you just get the Twitch not like this and then it came back when my stream came back? All right, perfect. That's such a good feature. That's awesome. It really helps retain viewers with the drop off. Hopefully that's just not going to be a thing that happens, but yeah, from a technical perspective, it's wild. It showed me a photo of myself reacting to a $50 wild card bundle. This is very good. We said we needed to be proactive. We've got a 2, 3, 4 curve here. Oh, you live in London, Lucas? The Pokemon World Championships are going to be there this year. Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon. There's no way they keep that price point. Okay, so for people that aren't familiar, with how predatory games like Magic Arena price their stuff, $50 is what we call a price anchor for that amount of wild cards in the industry. So what will happen after the fact, most likely, is that $50 pack will always be available, but they will occasionally run sales for $20, $25, $30, or $40, something less than that. And then people will go, oh, that it's cheap right now. Now I gotta buy the wild cards right now because it's cheaper. It's a deal now, chat. Is how that ends up working out. It's got value right now. Roka Soko, thanks for the 4 months. Welcome back. Any alchemy decks you recommend for brainless fun times? Pick something aggressive. White aggro and Naya runes are both pretty good. Yeah. You set your base price high so that way you can leverage fear of missing out later. Anybody who's ever played Raid Shadow Legends knows what I'm talking about. They'll pop up that deal that's like 15 or 20 bucks, but it says 80% off because they've price anchored whatever is in that thing at much more than that. That's a very common thing in the industry. Genshin Impact does stuff like that too, I believe. But all that type of stuff is very common. It's scummy and predatory, but again, it is the industry standard. This matchup seems bad. It's probably worse when we don't draw spells, but... Oh, does Genshin not do sales? That surprises me. They're just loot boxes? Jellyfish, thanks for the tier 2. That's super generous of you. Thanks for the almost 2.5 years. welcome back. Is Unite gonna be at like 2 p.m. Cornfield time? Yeah, that sounds about right. We're gonna do this deck for another half hour, and then we're gonna play a red-black deck for a couple hours. Genshin Impact is Breath of the Wild in a anime skin with loot boxes. What's the Genshin Impact channel called in the subs Discord server? What is it? Weeb Zelda is the Genshin Impact channel on the subs Discord server. Heyo, Sniper, thanks for the prime. I really appreciate the support. Wouldn't be able to be here without folks like you. Yeah, it's super popular. Listen, chat, I will not fault anyone for enjoying games like those. I have spent an unhealthy amount of hours playing Raid Shadow Legends. My account is very stacked, and it's beaten essentially every portion of the game. I only stopped playing Raid because I did everything they had to offer. Beneath their piles of predatoriness, they actually have a pretty okay game. Yeah, we made it to Mythic, and now all our opponents are playing blue cards. I mean, knowing your limits is important, Chaos Sniper. Gambling is fun. Big agree. Big fan of gambling. Oh, is this the same opponent? That's Sedge. I don't really pay attention to usernames when I'm playing shit. I was very good, all things considered, when I played Raid. My monthly budget for Raid was usually $50. I don't think I ever got over 100 in a month. And I spend significantly less on it than I did on Magic Arena. I guess this is their turn 5. This could just be a burn down the house turn. Oh my gosh, this is their finisher. They're a combo mill deck. That's gasoline. But Arena is tax deductible? Oh no, we played Raid on stream a couple of times too. That was also tax deductible. Yeah, I spent less on Raid than they paid me to do promos. Jodell, thanks for the entire year of support. Really appreciate it. Welcome back. Well, my assessment of when we're the beatdown we're ahead here is accurate. Oh, this is the deck from the championships. Okay, we have a donation to play this archetype. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I don't know much, but I do know Bill usually dies when you put something on the board. God bless. I'll try and counterspell them here. Syphoner's been super playable in this deck. The synergy with Foretell has lined up exactly as well in practice as it did in theory. Stroke might actually not be very good here. Maybe we leave in one of them. I'm going to bring in the Fateful Absences because they have dragons post board. I think I'll keep that as one all of my threats. Yeah, the Hogwarts game looks really good, Courtney. It's definitely on my list of things I'm gonna watch for. We don't have a release date on that one yet, right? Holiday 22. Okay. I just assumed Alchemy Kamigawa was a prank since they gave Jeff a spoiler card. Yeah, it depends on how buggy it is, Hyde. Alright, so let's do this. Draws us a card. Does Rowling not have a stake at all in the game? I assume she got some small amount of money off of royalties, but also, like, she's a billionaire, so. Social issues like that get a lot more complicated the larger a company is, right? Because while J.K. Rowling is obviously an awful person, there's a lot of decidedly not awful people that work hard to make a game like that. I should have foretold this on my turn, probably. I think I'm supposed to fight over... I think I'm supposed to fight over effects like this before they get their snowball fully rolling. I mean, I don't even know that, like, the Harry Potter universe is all that unique in terms of world building, because, like, the wizard school type thing is like a trope slash thing or whatever you want to call it that's existed for a long time before it. It's just obviously the biggest one, right? And that style of world in general has a lot going for it, I think. There just isn't really a not Harry Potter branded that style of world that exists anywhere to enjoy. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna make a 4/4 here. I think being the beatdown here proactively seems good. Another threat seems fine too. Because we can Syphoner back the Starnheim Unleashed. I think I'm just doing this now while they have to counterspell using treasure mana if they have it. So did someone mention Tiny Tina before? That's that game is the voice actress that is the same as Aloy, right? Ashley Birch? Is that accurate? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put this land into play to make this harder to use for them. This card's actually quite bad against, actually quite bad against our... Oh, was I lethal with this? I don't know if I'm supposed to go for lethal there or not. It might be right. Just fire this up and chip. I think we're in a good spot regardless, right? Okay, now they have to answer the hall and answer something else on my board. Okay, that doesn't beat the Hall. Sec. I'm actually kind of glad we got that rematch so we could see our deck in that matchup without us being just, you know, flooded and dying. All right, let's do one more with this, and then we're going to swap over to some black-red, I think. I'll wait for some reviews of the Tiny Tina's game and probably wait for a sale before I pick it up. I think only like big games I'm really looking forward to, like Horizon, I'm willing to pay retail for and play right at release. Like, I think the only other game I'll probably do right at release this year is God of War when that drops. That's supposed to be this year, right? That's one I'm looking forward to. I got a giant backlog of other games I've bought on sale and haven't played yet, so I'll just like work through those rather than paying full price for something that's not like on my must play list. How will you get the Diamond Unicorn in Fortnite then? Listen, Declan will have to make do, okay? He'll figure it out. If you're an adult without a backlog of games, are you really an adult? Asking the real questions. Yeah, let's let a mind drop me here. Yeah, I'm expecting, if I like Assassin's Creed's gameplay loop, I'm expecting to play it for, I'm expecting to play it for a month or two. Honestly, I think 2 lands here sounds great. Yeah, the gunplay combat was kind of middling, and the item inventory management was like not great. And drawing 3 Undercity Plunderers is pretty good. Hopefully that'll be us when we play this black-red deck next. Just mono Undercities.
Out of my way. I have a wedding to stop. Dire times call for dire tactics.
I think it's actually just a click done angle here. I would like both of those, please. I think we just pass. We'll hold up Sod Coming / Wandering Emperor here. It could be right to foretell this, then just do either of these, but I think I want the ability to play Emperor here. I really hope they rebalance some historic cards, because I would really like to experience, I just want to not give them flyers. I would have Wandering Emperor. I really want to experience some of the other historic decks that have been close with better mana with the new triomes. But the format really needs a rebalance to allow brews to be more competitive. A pass here. What 5-color Div's mana base will be? I believe, I have to double check the math, but I believe 5-color Niv's mana base will be approximately $125 after the next patch. Give or take.
To know my secrets?
I actually crunched it, and it works out to exactly $11 billion. Fancy.
Done it. Hat's coming off.
So, Divine Purge doesn't hit Saiba Syphoner, even though we only paid 2 mana for it. So, we get to go ahead and purge here, clean the board out, make this a 4/4, and then kill the Soaring. Robot Beater, thank you for the 36 months. I really appreciate it. Welcome back.
Show them how we
And for anybody wondering, yes, we are the bad guy. I'm the bad man. This card is really good. Alright, so they get to flashback, Molten Impact, and kill my summoner. And then they get to... Oh, they could kill Vega. They gotta pay the ward, though.
Oh, it's on.
Just exile this since I have another Emperor in tow here.
For this? You are not much of a roadblock.
Yeah, definitely, Lucos. We scried bottom all game. I don't remember. Okay. Oh, crap. I forgot my mana pool was gonna empty. That's fine. We're probably getting Meat Hook massacred anyways. I should have a 4th Angel, chat. They're straight red-black, chat. This blue land is ours. It's a pretty big flub on my part. Alright. Didn't matter. We tactically played around the Meat Hook, gaining them 1 less life. Yeah, so like, now they need a blocker for this, and then we can just do this, and these aren't blockers because they're entering tapped for some godforsaken reason. I'm gonna fire this up an attack, and then foretell the Zod coming, and then next turn we can Starnheim Unleashed for 3 angels with the counterspell up. I think is the play. Oh, I guess with the Storm Hall dead, I need to draw a land to do that line. Yeah, I agree, Lucas. Ward, if they never print hexproof on a card again, it'd be too soon. Huh, I guess with the Harvesters in play, we actually just make 4 angels, huh? He's holding the counterspell list good. I don't think they'll ever go back to Shroud. The reason they, Rosewater had talked about it at one point. They said they moved away from Shroud to Hexproof because people often played Shroud like it was Hexproof. So they just moved the mechanic to intuitively what people expected it to do. Wow! We're actually gonna lose this game, chat. It's wild. Their deck had an impressive amount of grind. Bloodthirsty Adversary was super good. Yeah, good game. Alright. Let's see if we get them in these post-board games, huh? That Divine Purge into Kill Your Soaring turn, I thought we were gonna get them, but they recovered super well. Yeah, the 2-mana draw 2 is super good. We're gonna play a red-black deck with that card in a minute. That's super powerful. Both the new 2-mana black cards are fantastic. The discard spell and the draw spell. I like them a lot. How many sweepers do I want in this matchup? Probably not that many. Purge is probably better than Doomskar. Bring in some Fateful Absence. They might have go blank post board, which makes this a little worse. You want Hermit? I don't know. Treat like a lot of their stuff. It's not really that great pressure. I guess it trades with this. It, like, doesn't attack into Soaring vampires, though. And, like, the efficiency on the counterspell isn't super good. Like, trading a counterspell for their 2-mana card, spending 3 is a tempo loss. Which is one of the reasons why those 2-for-1s are so good, right? Like, usually, in order to get clean 2-for-1s like those cards provide, you have to be spending 3+ mana. Those ones are so cheap. It forces them off curve. Not really. They just, like, play into it. Anybody that's, like... And anybody you put... Any good player you're going to put Hermit into play against, they're just going to play into it until you eventually pull the trigger on it. Got bottoming just any non-land here. I'll go ahead and tempo this, I think. Just spend my mana for the turn. They're gonna like double Foretell Saw It coming on 4 and then Starnheim Unleashed on 5 and then have counterspells up with our 2 angels afterwards. They might get one of them, but probably not both. This is probably right to hold this up so I can angels on an empty board. Like, this is an instant 2 is so busted. Very happy with our decision making here. Eat your heart out, Sarah Angel. I'm actually not foretelling this Saw It coming because I want to be able to counterspell and use the Seed of the Empire. With a Brainstorm Jail. I don't know about that one. Wonder how much spot removal they have in their deck post-board. Probably not a lot, right? So they probably have Meat Hook in post-board just for cleaning up angels and the little points of life it can ding. So if they play this here, I think we let it resolve. Yeah, that's fine. So we're gonna smack them down to 3 here, and then they need infinite removal spells, basically. So long, farewell, I'll see you and good day. Get happy with how we boarded. Let's run it back. This'll be... That was the easy one, Chaz, one where we're on the play. We have to work for it a little bit harder, going second. And after we finish this, we're going to play some red-black ourselves. This is going to be our last game with the blue-white Foretell deck. If you haven't caught this whole set, we've been playing this deck for the last 2 hours. Definitely going to end up on the YouTube channel. It's been pretty sweet all around. Sweet beef. When the new Pokemon TCG Live goes public, I'm planning to do daily content through that for a little bit, just to see if there's get a feel for if there's an audience for it or not. If there is, it's gonna become a regular part of the schedule here. Hey, Dr. Sinsin, thanks for keeping me around. Afternoon. That's unfortunate. Maybe I should have just played Vega out there instead of doing this. I would have used all my mana efficiently. Purge is definitely looking a touch awkward at the moment. Yeah, Cosmo flashes, one of it. I think we try and trade with City Stalker Connoisseur here, given the option. Because Divine Purge can clean out the Blood Tithe Harvester for a little bit. This could be a matchup too where Purge is worse than just having the actual sweeper, because I have what's it called in my sideboard right now? Doomskar. Just tempoing these isn't particularly good if we don't have our Angel card in play. Definitely would have been happier with Doom Foretold in those in these couple instances here. Yeah, their City Stalker Connoisseurs have been super brutal. For sure, this card's very strong.
I take no joy in this slaughter. You can deal with my servant. I'm busy. Blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
That's dead. They have... Is this a blocker? Man. Oh, it's so brutal. Alright, let's move along. Yeah, I think I was sideboarded incorrectly there. I think I probably should have been on the actual sweepers instead of the tempo sweeper there. Hey, Amy. Amazonian there in chat will be our third co-commentator, along with myself and Jim Davis tomorrow. Looking forward to having her on the broadcast. I was pretty happy with this overall. Niko defines destiny here. Actually only cast it once. Definitely a little bit of filler overall. Could definitely see this just being better as like another Doomskar or Wandering Emperor or Fateful Absence, for example, are cards that could be good in that kind of slot. But the core overall felt very reasonable. Saiba Syphoner felt really super competitive, especially the fact that like Divine Purge doesn't hit it. Create a lot of sweet board states where like you purge their board is basically Plague Wind, and then Syphoner gets into like finishes off a Planeswalker, especially on the back of this. And then 4 copies of Starnheim Unleashed does a really good job of letting this deck close things out really quickly.